Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I am your host, Echo Fan Grey Wolf. I'm almost at a loss for words because I found some shit out and I wasn't happy about it. But now I'm going to go ahead and address that. This technically wasn't a video that I was going to make, but we're going to make it now. And I got a phone call in like the next 15 minutes, so I got to make videos again later. So when you get all this, it'll be after I get done dealing with my daily routine. Alright, so this here heavyweight star here, and your boy beside him is either Dana White or Joe Rogan. I really don't know. I really don't give a shit. I believe it's Dana White. My bad for TikTok and Joe Rogan. Anyway, this man called Michelle Obama a man last night. So right there. Alright. Now, I'm gonna explain this to y'all real nice and quickly. As a mixed person, I do my best to often say I don't have the right to be a racist. You got plenty of videos of me saying that. And so I'm not going to be a racist today either. But that guy right there is a racist. Yes, this guy right here is a racist. 1000% he's a racist. Alright? Now, I may have to make an apology video to Joe Rogan later because I thought that this little guy there might have been Joe Rogan, but it looks like it might be Dana White. So, white factor. Same thing when people say all black people look alike, so white factor. Let me explain something to y'all, man. In 1993, I was 121 pounds. In 1994, in 1995, and in 1996. I applied for the UFC back to back to back. I tried to gain weight at every turn. I didn't gain weight till I was 37 years old. And now I can't lose weight to save my fucking life at 53. Because I'll be 53 in 2 months. I just made a TikTok about people of color and how much we need to boycott the UFC until Dana White either fires this guy or, have him completely banned from professional fighting. Point blank, period. I don't want to hear anybody else say anything else. Oh, well, shock value. If I said that about anybody else's mama, this entire platform would come from my head. If I said this about anybody else's wife, this entire platform would come from my head. Especially if that person happens to be a European American. Now, I have not one time gone after Felon 47's wife. I haven't gone after Melania. I think she's actually a pretty woman. I don't give a damn about her past because she chose an idiot and married him and had a baby by him. That's on her. That's got nothing to do with me. You can't oftentimes help who you fall in love with, but you don't have to be stupid about it. I don't know if her marriage to him was a marriage of convenience. I don't really give a fuck. You do you, girl. Knock yourself the fuck out. When I think about the first lady, our current first lady, I think to myself, do they sleep in the same bed? And what happens if he passed gas and he's not wearing his Depends? Other than that, I could care two snots about Melania. I hope she has a great life. As far as Barron is concerned, when they find a way to bullet dodge him going into the military, when they find a way for Daddy Bone Spurs to go into the military, other than being the commander-in-chief and calling all of us who serve suckers and losers, then I have something more important to say. But I will say this because I made a TikTok video about him the other day. I want him to live. I want him to live and live and live. I want him to live to be 140 years old. And I want everyone on that damn Epstein's list to watch this motherfucker suffer, wither, and decrepit and decompose in front of the world. Because karma doesn't forget and adjust. But this whole Dana White BS with that happening, whatever the fuck dude name is, what the hell is that dude name? What's the name of the dude that called Michelle Obama a man last night at the UFC? Because I done forgot it. Just that quickly.
The UFC fighter who said that was Josh Hokett.
Okay.
And it happened at the UFC Freedom 250 event.
Okay. Well, anyway, I hope that every single fighting company saw that. And I propose one thing. He's completely banned. He's banned from competing in all sports whatsoever. Any sport that exists that he wants to go into, banned. Fist fighting, banned. Bare knuckle, banned. Hockey, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, banned. He needs to be banned for life. The only job this bastard should ever be able to get is working on an oil rig. Now, I feel for his wife because she's going to get the backlash for that shit too. And to her, I do apologize. But your husband's a human piece of shit. He's a racist. And if 683 people in here do not agree with me, that's fine. But the fact of the matter is that this man called the first lady, the first black president's wife, a man. With no consequences. So I made a proposal in my TikTok, and I'm going to make that proposal here. If you are a person of color and you're watching this, or if you're a person of color and this reaches you, we boycott the UFC. A public apology will not be enough. This man does not deserve to have his livelihood no more. Because if the shoes would have been reversed, and a black man said that about our current president's wife, or anybody else, because we've known how they've treated white men for saying stuff about Melania. Do we need to go down the list? Fallon, Kimmel, the guy from CBS, the guy from 60 Minutes. Do we need to go on? Because these guys are white. Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers, what the fuck, the dude with the glasses, I can't remember his name. He just finished wrapping up. What's his name? Colbert. Steve Colbert. All of them have said some shit about Trump and his wife. And all of them have come real close to losing, well, maybe not Fallon, but Kimball almost lost his show. And Disney learned a very valuable lesson about that. If you want to fuck with us, we'll fuck with your money. No disrespect to Disney, but that was a lesson. You're not going to bully everybody around, regardless of who the fuck the president is. Colbert's been canceled. The guy got fired from 60 Minutes. All this is happening because of Trump. So whether y'all like it or not, our president is a racist. You don't have to admit it. You don't have to like me. But if you're supporting that, you also may have racist tendencies or be a racist. And you need to wake up to that reality. You can be forgiven, but you do need to atone. If the shoes was reversed, everybody would be mad as hell. If Trump was a black man and this shit was said, or if Trump was a black man and this shit was done, the shit that he's doing, he'd be behind bars without motherfucking question. And they would give him all the time in the goddamn galaxy, and especially if he was black and on the Epstein's list. Y'all don't want to open y'all eyes to that, and that's fine. You're entitled to that. But always remember, what comes around goes around, and what goes around comes right back to fuck around. And the more shit you do to people, the more shit be done onto you. And then when you looking in the mirror and you all busted up trying to figure out what the hell went wrong, who's the last person you fucked over in your life? I don't bother nobody for a reason, because I know karma doesn't fucking forget an address. And as a matter of fact, I'll state this as I end this video. Karma only strikes when you were at the top of your motherfucking game. When you believe that you are untouchable, when you believe that nothing can go wrong. Right in the face. There goes karma. And sometimes it's a double whammy. And karma don't come small. Karma comes big. So the bigger you've done something to somebody, the bigger karma's going to do to you. You have been told. Thank you for watching.